Beta, today's topic is deep cervical fascia. I'm Dr. Sadia Fandi. So, what is deep fascia? It is actually a thick covering that actually supports and protects the muscles and vessels and other viscera of the neck. It lies under the cover of platysma and invests the neck and fills up the interval between the muscles, vessels, and cervical viscera. So it is like a thick covering which covers the neck, and it also gives the protective covering to the viscerals, vessels, and the muscles. Okay. So what are the different forms of the deep cervical fascia? One is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. Other is the pretracheal layer of the deep cervical fascia. Prevertebral layer of the deep cervical fascia. We'll discuss about the carotid sheath. We'll discuss about the what is buccopharyngeal fascia, although we have discussed previously, but and the pharyngobasilar fascia. So we'll discuss all of the condensed forms of the deep cervical fascia. One is the investing layer, other is the pretracheal layer, one the third is the vertebral layer, carotid sheath, buccopharyngeal fascia, and pharyngobasilar fascia. So this is a very nice picture to understand the other different types of different condensed forms of जो है आपका deep cervical fascia. So the first is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. So the investing layer starts from the mandible. So this is the mandible, lower border of the mandible, and it actually comes downward in the neck, in front of the hyoid bone and up to the sternum. So this is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia, which starts from the mandible, and it actually comes downward and up to the sternum. So this is the investing layer. And posteriorly, this layer and the posteriorly this layer starts from the external occipital protuberance. So we are discussing about the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. It starts from the mandible, lower down and up to the sternum. So it actually starts from the mandible and ends over the sternum. And posteriorly starts from the external occipital protuberance, then attached over the ligamentum nuchae. So this is the posterior attachment of the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia, and this is the anterior attachment. Acha. Laterally, this is the investing layer of deep cervical fascia. It attaches over the mandible, over the mastoid, then it comes in the neck and attached over the acromion process, spine of scapula, over the clavicle and up to the sternum. So it wholly covers the neck. From the mandible, it goes back over the mandibular border, mastoid process, external acoustic meatus, then it goes back over the mastoid process, and it covers the two muscles like sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscle. So this investing layer of the deep cervical fascia covers the two muscles. One is the mandible, one is the sternocleidomastoid and other is the trapezius. It starts from the from the border of the mandible, mastoid process, then it comes downward, ठीक है, and attaches over the external occipital protuberance at the back, and then the ligament nuchae. So this is the external occipital protuberance, superior nuchal line, then the ligamentum nuchae, spine of scapula, acromion process, and then it will come downward up to the sternum. So this is acromion process, spine of scapula, and this is the clavicle, and and it ends at the level of sternum. So and then we will move forward. So this is the investing layer of the fascia, which covers the whole of the neck, starts from the mandible, in front of the acoustic meatus, mastoid process, external occipital protuberance, ligamentum nuchae, and then it will come downward, spine of scapula, acromion process, and then the clavicle, and then the sternum. So this is how the जो है आपका investing layer of the fascia covers the neck. अच्छा, above external occipital protuberance and the mastoid process, here the mastoid process, external acoustic meatus and base of the mandible. So this is the base of the mandible. Below the spine of scapula and the acromion process, clavicle and manubrium sternum. So this already I have discussed. ठीक है, सर आपको समझना है यहाँ पर. So this is completely covering above, below, front. In front, it is a hyoid bone continues with the fascia of the hyoid. So it passes in front of the hyoid bone, and it actually continues with the fascia of the opposite side. Acha. And posteriorly, external occipital protuberance and the superior nuchal line and the जो है आपका ligamentum nuchae and the 7 cervical vertebrae. So it is attached posteriorly like that. So this is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia, and the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia covers the two important muscles. One is the trapezius and other is the sternocleidomastoid. So it covers the sternocleidomastoid and the trapezius muscle. And this important layer start from the mandible, a mastoid, external occipital protuberance, and then the ligamentum nuchae, cervical spines, and then it come downward, then the over the spine of scapula and the acromion process, clavicle, and then the manubrium sternum. So this is actually an investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. Good. Acha. Okay. So what it will do, it will cover the encloses the two muscles like trapezius and sternocleidomastoid, and it forms the roof of the two triangles like anterior and the posterior triangle, and it forms the lamina of like pretracheal and prevertebral fascia. Everything we'll discuss in a while. So this is the prevertebral layer of fascia, oh sorry, investing layer of fascia, and this covers, this is the sternocleidomastoid and this is the trapezius muscle. So it covers two of the muscles, and it gives the roof to the anterior and the posterior triangles. It gives the covering to the parotid gland fascia over the fibrous fascia over the parotid gland. It gives the covering to the submandibular gland, and this fascia encloses the trapezius, sternocleidomastoid. It encloses the two glands like submandibular, like parotid, encloses the two spaces like suprasternal and supraclavicular. So it actually covers the two important muscles, and it gives coverings to the two important glands like the submandibular, parotid, and it actually covers the suprasternal space and supraclavicular space. So this is the posterior, it posteriorly over the external occipital protuberance, superior nuchal line, then ligamentum nuchae, and over the cervical vertebrae. And this is the lower border of the mandible, and it is over the mastoid. It is going back, and then then attaches over the external occipital protuberance, nuchal line. Then it's coming downward, and it is attaching over the ये जो है आपका clavicle, and then the acromion process, and then the spine of scapula. ये जो है आपका laterally. So this is attaching over the clavicle and the manubrium sternum. So this is actually the attachment of the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia, and this is the investing layer covering the parotid gland. So it investing layer of deep fascia forms the fibrous capsule over the parotid gland. So this is the parotid gland, this is the superficial temporal artery, superficial temporal vein, and this is the so it is forming the superficial layer of the parotid fascia. So this is forming the superficial layer of the parotid fascia, and it is the investing layer of the deep fascia. So it is covering the parotid gland, submandibular gland, and जो है आपका it is covering two muscles like sternocleidomastoid and the trapezius, and जो है आपका it encloses the spaces of the suprasternal and the supraclavicular. अच्छा, okay, आगे जाते हैं. So this is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia, like this one. It covers the sternocleidomastoid. Three is the sternocleidomastoid. So this is the sternocleidomastoid, and this is the trapezius. 14 is the trapezius. I hope you can understand this very nicely. Acha, okay. The other layer is the pretracheal fascia. अब pretracheal fascia क्या है? So pretracheal fascia covers, it is also a deep fascia which covers the जो है आपका infrahyoid muscles. So this is two is the infrahyoid muscles. So these are the infrahyoid muscles which are covered by the pretracheal fascia. It also covers the laryngeal cartilages, and it also starts from the hyoid bone. It starts from the hyoid bone. It covers the infrahyoid muscles. It covers the laryngeal cartilages. It also covers the thyroid gland. This is the thyroid gland. This is the trachea, and this is the esophagus. And posteriorly, we have another layer. This is called the buccopharyngeal fascia. Okay. So we'll talk first on the pretracheal fascia. Pretracheal fascia is a thickening of the deep fascia, and it covers the hyoid and infrahyoid muscles. These are the infrahyoid muscles, and the जो है laryngeal cartilages and the thyroid gland. And after embarrassing पूरा covering the thyroid gland, completely covering the thyroid gland, it forms the pretracheal fascia and attaches over the precardial sac. How? We'll discuss in a while. So this is the pretracheal fascia. This is the infrahyoid muscles. This is the thyroid gland. This is the trachea. This is the esophagus, and this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. Because this is the buccopharyngeal fascia which covers the buccinator and the pharyngeal muscles. So we have a pharynx upward, so it covers the pharynx and it goes downward. So it covers buccopharyngeal fascia, will cover the जो है pretracheal fascia in front and buccopharyngeal fascia at the back. So tracheal fascia covers the infrahyoid muscles. It covers over the laryngeal cartilages, covers the thyroid gland, and then it mixes with the fibrous pericardium. And buccopharyngeal fascia covers the buccinator and pharyngeal muscles. So I will show you in a while. So this is the suprasternal space. Actually, this is covered by the investing layer of the fascia. And this is the supraclavicular space, which is covered by the investing layer of the deep fascia. Okay, this is the submandibular gland, superficial part, investing layer of the deep fascia. So it is covered by the investing layer of the deep fascia. Okay, and the roof of the triangle is formed by the जो है आपका investing layer of the deep fascia. So this is the anterior triangle and this is the posterior triangle. So the roof of the triangles are formed by the investing layer of the fascia, and this is the supraclavicular space, and the suprasternal space जो है it is filled by the investing layer of the deep fascia, and this covering जो है investing layer of the cervical fascia covers the submandibular and the parotid gland. Acha. Some ligaments are also formed by the investing layer of the deep fascia. One is the I will discuss in detail the pretracheal fascia. Don't worry, we have very nice pictures. So this is the sphenomandibular ligament. From the spine of sphenoid, it is attaching over the lingula. This is called sphenomandibular ligament. This is also a thickening of the deep cervical fascia. Stylomandibular from the styloid process up to the angle of mandible. So this is a stylomandibular ligament. Okay, beta. And this is stylohyoid, is from the styloid process to the lesser cornea of the hyoid bone. So some ligaments actually derive from the thickening of the deep cervical fascia. One is the stylohyoid. This is also stylohyoid. From the styloid process is moving towards the lesser cornea of the hyoid bone. This is also from the spine of sphenoid. It is moving towards the lingula in the mandible. Acha, and this is stylomandibular from the styloid process to the angle of the mandible. And other is the जो है आपका, so this is our pterygomandibular ligament. Pterygomandibular ligament is from the medial pterygoid plate towards the mylohyoid line. So this is pterygomandibular ligament. The four ligaments: pterygomandibular from the humerus, which is present over the medial pterygoid plate, to the mylohyoid line. This is pterygomandibular ligament. And stylomandibular from the styloid process to the angle of the mandible. This is stylomandibular. And stylomandibular sphenomandibular ligament, stylohyoid ligament. So these are the four ligaments. ठीक है, sphenomandibular ligament, stylomandibular ligament, and pterygomandibular ligament. So these are all ligaments actually जो है, they are derived from the thickening of the deep cervical fascia. Okay. So this is how the parotid gland is covered by the जो है आपका investing layer of the deep fascia. अच्छा, the two tendons fuse by the thickening of the deep fascia. So this is anterior belly, this is the posterior belly. It is fused by a tendon shaped pulley that is actually derived from the deep cervical fascia. Here the superior belly of omohyoid and the inferior belly of omohyoid actually joined by the, this is also a thickening of the deep fascia beta. ठीक है, so the two tendons are joined by the thickening of the deep fascia. So this is digastrix and omohyoid. अच्छा, again, so we'll come back towards the investing layer. We have understood what is the lining of the investing layer, and it covers the sternocleidomastoid, trapezius, two glands like the parotid gland and the submandibular gland, and it covers the, it forms the roof of the जो है आपका anterior triangle and the posterior triangle. ठीक है, और जो है it is attaches over the mandible, then it comes downwards over the manubrium sterni, posteriorly external occipital protuberance, ligamentum nuchae, cervical spines पे attached होता है, and laterally it is attached over the spine of scapula, acromion process, and the clavicle. So this is about the investing layer. Achha, the pretracheal layer. So this is the pretracheal layer, beta. So pretracheal layer starts from the hyoid. So this is the hyoid bone. It starts from the hyoid, attaches the laryngeal cartilages. So this is the thyroid cartilage, and this is the cricoid cartilage. So it attaches over the laryngeal cartilages. Then it covers the thyroid gland. So isthmus of the thyroid gland. Then it covers the thyroid gland, and then it comes downward and जो है merges with the fibrous pericardium anteriorly. So this is the pretracheal fascia, this is the trachea, this is the esophagus, and this layer, this one is the buccopharyngeal fascia. So now we are much interested to understand after the investing layer, okay, what is the pretracheal fascia and how it gets attached. So the pretracheal fascia in front attached starts from the hyoid bone. It attaches over the laryngeal cartilages. This is the thyroid cartilage. This is the cricoid cartilage, and this is the जो है आपकी pretracheal layer of the fascia. ठीक है, and it attaches, completely covers the thyroid gland, and then it comes downward in front of the trachea and forms the pretracheal layer of the fascia, and it attaches over the and merges with the fibrous pericardium. And posteriorly जो है आपका the pharynx and the larynx are covered by the buccopharyngeal fascia. I already, when I discussed pharynx with you, I told you the pharyngeal muscles are covered posteriorly by the buccopharyngeal fascia. So this is the buccopharyngeal fascia, starts from the base of the skull, and it comes downward. It covers the buccinator, it covers the pharyngeal constrictors, and comes downward. So in between the pretracheal fascia and buccopharyngeal fascia, we have a trachea, we have a esophagus. We have pharynx and larynx and trachea and esophagus. So this is coming from the base of the skull lower down. It covers the pharyngeal constrictor muscles and the buccinator muscle. So this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. ठीक है, and in between the pretracheal and the buccopharyngeal we have a trachea, we have a esophagus. ठीक है बेटा. So this is the investing layer of fascia, and the another fascia we have behind the buccopharyngeal fascia, that is the prevertebral fascia. ठीक है. So this probably this dotted line is the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this fascia which is behind the buccopharyngeal, this dotted line is the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this is the prevertebral fascia. With prevertebral fascia also coming from the base of the skull lower down, and it is in front of the prevertebral muscles and the vertebral column. The prevertebral fascia is in front of the prevertebral muscles and the vertebral column. So this is the prevertebral fascia, and this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. Between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the pretracheal fascia, we have a pharynx, we have a trachea, we have esophagus. Okay, so this covers the pharyngeal. This dotted line covers the pharyngeal constrictors. ठीक है बेटा. So between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the pretracheal fascia, we have a trachea and esophagus, and above we have a nasopharynx, oropharynx, and then laryngopharynx, and then trachea, then esophagus. ठीक है बेटा. So we have investing layer of fascia. So this is the investing layer of fascia from the mandible to the mandibular sternum, and then the from the external occipital protuberance, superior nuchal line, ligamentum nuchae lower down. This is the investing layer of the fascia. Acha, okay. This is the pretracheal fascia, from the hyoid to the laryngeal cartilages, thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and then the thyroid. It covers the thyroid gland. Then in front of the trachea from the pretracheal fascia, and it merges with the fibrous pericardium. Posteriorly, we have a buccopharyngeal fascia, starts from the base of the skull, and it covers the pharyngeal constrictors and comes lower down. So in between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the pretracheal fascia, we have a nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx, trachea, and esophagus. So this is all about the pretracheal fascia and the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this is the prevertebral fascia. This is the prevertebral fascia, which is in front of the prevertebral muscles and the vertebral column. ठीक है बेटा, this is the prevertebral fascia, and this is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. So we'll discuss each and everything in detail. So this is the pretracheal fascia. So this is the beta pretracheal fascia. This is the thyroid gland. This is the trachea. This is the esophagus. This is the carotid sheath. Okay? And this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. So it covers the infrahyoid muscles. Pretracheal fascia covers the infrahyoid muscles. It also covers the laryngeal cartilages. It covers the thyroid gland. ठीक है, and it merges with the fibrous pericardium. Posteriorly, it covers by the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this buccopharyngeal fascia covers the buccinator and the pharyngeal constrictor. So it is at the back. So anteriorly we have a pretracheal fascia, and posteriorly we have a buccopharyngeal fascia. We'll move forward. See, this is an hyoid bone, vertical extent. So these are the laryngeal cartilages at the back. This is trachea. These are the principal bronchi. Okay, these are the diaphragm. Acha, no, this is suprapleural membrane. Sorry. So this is the extension of the pretracheal fascia, which is coming from the hyoid bone in front of the laryngeal cartilages. It covers the thyroid gland. Then it over in front of the trachea. It comes downward and it merges with the fibrous pericardium. So this is the vertical extension of the pretracheal fascia. From the hyoid covers the laryngeal cartilages and the infrahyoid muscles as well. Sternothyroid, sternohyoid, omohyoid, and जो है thyrohyoid. So it covers the infrahyoid muscles, then it covers the thyroid gland completely, then it comes downward in front of the trachea and merges with the fibrous pericardium. अच्छा, एक और picture देख लें. So this is the hyoid bone. This is the thyroid cartilage. So it covers the laryngeal cartilages. It it comes downward, it covers the thyroid, then it covers the cricoid, and it covers the thyroid gland, and it is attaches with thyroid gland, it is attached with the cricoid cartilage. So this is the ligament of Barry, by which is attached with the thyroid gland, is attached with the cricoid cartilage. So this is also a condensation of the deep fascia. And then in front of the trachea, these are the tracheal rings. In front of the trachea, it will come downward and it merges with the fibrous pericardium. यहाँ देख लें. So this is the trachea, this is the esophagus, this is the thyroid gland, this is the carotid sheath. So this is the pretracheal fascia, covers the laryngeal cartilages, infrahyoid muscles, thyroid gland, and जो है then in front of the trachea it moves downward and it merges with the fibrous pericardium. Posteriorly it is covered by the buccopharyngeal fascia. So this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. ठीक है बेटा. Acha, this is another picture. This is the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia, and this is the जो है आपका pretracheal fascia. So this is the trachea, and this is the esophagus. This is the buccopharyngeal fascia, buccopharyngeal fascia, and this is the pretracheal fascia. Covers the infrahyoid muscles, laryngeal cartilages, thyroid gland, and in front of the trachea it will come downward, it merges with the fibrous pericardium. And in buccopharyngeal fascia covers the buccinator muscle and the pharyngeal constrictors low down. Okay, so this is about the pretracheal fascia. Acha, pretracheal fascia के बाद the another important layer which we have to discuss, the अच्छा जो है आपका, this is the prevertebral fascia. As I already told you, the prevertebral fascia is behind the buccopharyngeal fascia, and it covers the it is in front of the prevertebral muscles and the vertebra. So this is the prevertebral fascia, which is over the prevertebral muscles and the vertebra. Okay? So this prevertebral fascia laterally forms the axillary sheath. Okay? From the first rib. So here you know that the between the, these are the longus colli. This is the anterior sclenus. This is the medius sclenus medius. So this between the two anterior and the medius scleni, we have a cervical plexus and the brachial plexus. So the brachial plexus will take the prevertebral fascia with it, and these are the three cords of the brachial plexus along with the axillary artery. So it carries laterally, it carries the axillary sheath. So this is the axillary sheath. These are the contents of the axillary sheath. These are the cords of the brachial plexus. This is the prevertebral fascia, and this is the axillary artery. So it here in between the anterior sclena and the medial sclena. So this here the brachial plexus is present, and laterally it takes the prevertebral sheath or sheath of the deep fascia with it. So this is an axillary sheath. So this laterally it forms the axillary sheath, and it also जो है forms the floor of the जो है आपका posterior triangle. It forms the floor of the posterior triangle. It laterally it forms the जो है आपका axillary sheath, and it covers the anteriorly it covers the prevertebral muscles and the cervical spines. So it is over the prevertebral muscles and the cervical spine. This is the vertebral prevertebral layer or of the deep cervical fascia. अच्छा, so यहाँ अगर आप देखें, so this is the जो है vertebra, and this is the prevertebral layer, and this is the superior constrictor, middle constrictor, inferior constrictor, and this is the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this is the prevertebral fascia. Between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the prevertebral fascia, we have a retropharyngeal space. So this is the retropharyngeal space. Okay? So this is the pharynx, and this is the esophagus, and in front of the esophagus we have a trachea here. So this is the body of sphenoid. From the body of sphenoid, the buccopharyngeal fascia is coming lower down, and it is covering the pharyngeal muscles posteriorly. So this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. ठीक है, and this is the prevertebral fascia which is in front of the prevertebral muscles and the vertebral column. In between these two fascias we have a जो है आपका retropharyngeal space. Sometimes when the cervical tuberculous occur in the cervical vertebrae, what happens कि the pus will trickle downward and it runs in this space and enters into the superior mediastinum. ठीक है, sometimes the जो है tuberculosis of the cervical spines completely degenerate the cervical spine and the pus will trickle downward in between the prevertebral fascia and the buccopharyngeal fascia or in the retropharyngeal space. It will trickle downward and these layers of the deep fascia actually determine the uh, uh, path of the pus, okay, where it has to go. It actually gives a space. So it is a space between the prevertebral fascia and this is the buccopharyngeal fascia, and from here the pus will trickle downward and enters into the superior mediastinum. So this is a sort of a dangerous space. अच्छा, this is a carotid sheath. Carotid sheath is a condensation of जो है आपका pretracheal fascia in front, and this is a investing layer of fascia is a condensation of pretracheal fascia, and the जो है आपका investing layer of fascia and the lower down it is a condensation of the prevertebral fascia. So pretracheal fascia is nothing, oh sorry, carotid sheath is nothing but it is a condensation of pretracheal fascia, pre-investing layer of fascia and the prevertebral fascia. So it is a condensation of different layer of fascia. And what are the contents of the carotid sheath? The medially we have a common carotid artery, internal carotid artery, and external carotid artery. These are the branches of the common carotid artery. In between we have a vagus nerve, and the laterally we have a internal jugular vein. So these are the contents, and in the carotid sheath we have a ansa cervicalis, and opposite to the carotid sheath we have a sympathetic trunk. So the what are the contents of the carotid sheath? Common carotid, internal carotid, external carotid artery, internal jugular vein, vagus nerve, and ansa cervicalis. So these are the contents of the carotid sheath. Carotid sheath is nothing but it is a condensation of pretracheal fascia, investing layer of fascia, and the low down the prevertebral fascia. So it is a condensation of three fascias. ठीक है, अच्छा, so यहाँ पे नीचे आ जाए. So this is a picture, it shows this is the base of the skull, ठीक है, and this is a mucous membrane of the pharynx. This is pharyngobasilar fascia. I told you the nasopharynx is covered by a pharyngobasilar fascia in which the Eustachian tube, in the lateral wall of the pharyngobasilar fascia, the Eustachian tube enters into the nasopharynx. So this is a thick covering which covers the nasopharynx posterolaterally. This is the pharyngobasilar fascia, and the posteriorly we have a superior constrictor, middle constrictor, inferior constrictor that are covering by the buccopharyngeal fascia. So this is the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this is the pharyngobasilar fascia which covers the nasopharynx posterolaterally, and in the lateral wall of the pharyngobasilar fascia the Eustachian tube will enter into the nasopharynx. ठीक है बेटा? So this is all about the buccopharyngeal fascia, pharyngobasilar fascia, and the prevertebral layer of fascia, and the carotid sheath, and investing layer of fascia, pretracheal fascia, buccopharyngeal fascia. So this is a prevertebral layer. It is in front of the prevertebral muscles and the vertebral column. So this is a prevertebral layer. This is a carotid sheath, condensation of the pretracheal sheath, investing layer, and the prevertebral layer. This forms a carotid sheath which covers the common carotid artery, internal jugular vein, and vagus nerve. So this is a carotid sheath. And the pretracheal layer, it comes from the hyoid bone, it covers the laryngeal cartilages, it completely covers the thyroid gland in front of the trachea, it merges with the fibrous pericardium. So these are the three important layers of the deep cervical fascia. Acha, okay. So this is the carotid sheath. This is internal jugular vein which is covered in a carotid sheath. Okay, beta. And these are the infrahyoid muscles. So this is a carotid sheath. And this is the brachial plexus which actually takes the जो है आपका prevertebral fascia. Acha, this is actually an investing layer of fascia. It completely means this is the prevertebral fascia. This is investing layer beta. This is pretracheal. So it covers the laryngeal cartilages like this is the thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and in front of this is the pretracheal. This is the carotid sheath, common carotid artery, and the internal and external carotid artery. This is the vagus nerve, internal jugular vein. This is the carotid sheath. ठीक है. अच्छा, retropharyngeal space फिर यहाँ पर दिखा रहे हैं. This is the vertebral column. This is the prevertebral fascia, and this is the buccopharyngeal fascia, and this is the space between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the जो है आपका prevertebral fascia. We have a retropharyngeal space. So whatever the pus will trickle downward through the retropharyngeal space and enters into the superior mediastinum. ठीक है. And this is the vertebra, cervical vertebra, and the layer is in front. This is the prevertebral fascia. This is the pharynx, and the pharynx posteriorly, the superior constrictor, middle constrictor, inferior constrictor is covered by the buccopharyngeal fascia. So this is a buccopharyngeal fascia. ठीक है. And here is a space. This is called retropharyngeal space. This space is very important. It has a very much clinical importance. So please be clear with about this space. It is present between the prevertebral layer and the buccopharyngeal fascia. So this is retropharyngeal space. ठीक है. So another picture, this from the mandible up to the sternum. This is the investing layer beta, and this is the pretracheal fascia. It comes downward. It covers the laryngeal cartilages, thyroid gland, and then it comes in front of the trachea. It will come downward and it merges with the manubrium. ये जो है fibrous pericardium. So this is the heart and fibrous pericardium. So this is the pretracheal layer. This is the investing layer, which is coming from the mandible and merges with the manubrium sterna. This is the investing layer, and this is the posterior part of the investing layer from the external occipital protuberance, nuchal line, and then lower down with the ligamentum nuchae and over the cervical spines. So this is the posterior layer of the investing layer of the deep fascia. Acha, okay. So this is the prevertebral fascia. So I'll show you. This is the prevertebral layer of the deep cervical fascia. So this is which is over the vertebrae. Acha, okay. This is the retropharyngeal space. And this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. This is the buccopharyngeal fascia. So between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the prevertebral fascia, what we have discussed, between the buccopharyngeal fascia, which is covering the pharynx posteriorly, and the prevertebral layer, there is a retropharyngeal space. But there is another fascia which is called the alar fascia. ठीक है, which is it is a part of the vertebral fascia. Otherwise it is collapsed with the prevertebral fascia, but this fascia is called the alar fascia. This is also a part of the vertebral fascia. This is called alar fascia. Now this fascia is also start from the base of the skull, but it will not go lower down like the prevertebral fascia. It ends at the level of T1 to T4. ठीक है. So this is another fascia, and in between the buccopharyngeal fascia, so this alar fascia is nothing but it is the part of the prevertebral fascia. So between the buccopharyngeal fascia and alar fascia, we have a space. This is called a retropharyngeal space, and between the alar fascia and the prevertebral fascia, we have a space that is called the danger space. Now we have three layers, like the buccopharyngeal fascia, and in between we have a LR fascia, will not go downward, it will go up to the sometimes T2, sometimes T4. This is an LR fascia, starts from the base of the skull. This is a part of the prevertebral fascia. So between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the LR fascia, that we have a retropharyngeal space, and between the LR fascia and the prevertebral fascia, we have a danger space. So now we have somewhat confusion, but it will uh, settle down. Don't worry, we have more better pictures. So this is a skull. This is beta the आपका जो है this is up the pretracheal. This is the retropharyngeal space. This is the retropharyngeal space between the जो है आपका ये buccopharyngeal fascia and the LR fascia. So this is an LR fascia which is also coming from the base of the skull. This is the retropharyngeal space. And between the LR fascia and the prevertebral fascia. So this is the prevertebral fascia. So between the prevertebral fascia, we have a danger space. So this danger space, whenever it collects the pus or the blood after the trauma of the head and neck, and the pus due to the infection of the cervical spines of tuberculosis, the pus will trickle downward in the danger space and then move downward into the superior mediastinum. And the sometimes the pus will run in the retropharyngeal space. So this is the retropharyngeal space between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the LR fascia. This is a retropharyngeal space. So in the retropharyngeal space, if pus trickles downward, it will not go beyond the T1 to T4, and it will give the pressure over the trachea and esophagus. So this is an esophagus. It will cause the dysphagia, and if the size of the pus will increase, it will also gives pressure over the trachea. So patient will complain about the dysphagia or the respiratory distress. This is because of the blood or the pus if it is in the retropharyngeal space, or this is the prevertebral fascia. Through the danger space, the pus will go downward into the superior mediastinum. ठीक है, so this is the retropharyngeal space, this is the prevertebral fascia, this is the buccopharyngeal fascia. So if this is the prevertebral fascia, this is the LR fascia, and this is the retropharyngeal space. So the LR fascia is also the part of the prevertebral fascia, so please don't be confused. And the space between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the LR fascia is a retropharyngeal space, and between the LR fascia and the prevertebral fascia, this space is normally it is closed, but if the pus or blood or anything which enters between the layers of the prevertebral fascia, it will open. So this is called a danger space, and this is called the retropharyngeal space. So the pus will trickle down in the retropharyngeal space, or the danger space will trickle downward, and uh, somewhere actually they never mention the LR fascia. They just mentioned the prevertebral fascia and the buccopharyngeal fascia, and they called the retropharyngeal space, and the pus will trickle downward into the superior mediastinum. Here if the abscess occur in the cervical spine, the pus trickle downward between the prevertebral layer of the fascia and the buccopharyngeal fascia, and the pus will trickle downward into the superior mediastinum. But you have to know that the prevertebral layer, we have two layers like LR fascia and the prevertebral fascia, and due to this the two spaces has formed. One is the retropharyngeal space, one it is between the prevertebral fascia. It is between the buccopharyngeal fascia and the LR fascia, and between the LR fascia and the prevertebral fascia, we have a danger space. So the danger space will continue downward, but here it has mentioned the retropharyngeal space is covered the whole of the vertebral fascia, and it actually this pus will go downward into the superior mediastinum, or it will stay behind the pharynx. So this is the collar stud abscess. What is collar stud abscess? When the tuberculous infection invades the deep cervical nodes, ठीक है, or deep cervical nodes, the abscess will form, the liquefaction will occur and the abscess will form. Okay, this abscess, suppose these are the nodes and here the abscess will form. These are the matted nodes due to the tuberculosis. Now the abscess has formed. So this abscess actually will not go down or not come out because of the investing layer of the fascia. When this investing layer of the fascia tears off due to the continuous pressure of the abscess lower down, then the pus will trickle downward. So this investing layer of the fascia holds the pus till it become tear, and when it become tear, the pus will come downward. So this is called the collar stud abscess if the tuberculous infection invades the deep cervical lymph nodes. Acha, what is the Ludwig's angina? What is Ludwig's angina? It is an acute infection of the submandibular facial space and is commonly secondary to the dental infection. Suppose this is a mylohyoid muscle, and above the mylohyoid muscle there's a sublingual gland, and this is the submandibular space below the mylohyoid. This is the superficial lobe. This is the deep lobe of the submandibular gland. So what happened? The infection, sublingual infection through the tooth, it invades the mandible, it invades the sublingual or the sub mandibular space. So what happened? This is the condition. The sublingual space is filled with जो है आपका pus or infection, ठीक है, and this is the sign. This is the swelling at the region of the submandibular space. So it can, the infection will go into the sublingual space. Here the sublingual space plus submandibular space, both of the spaces are occupied due to the infection. Infection occur in the tooth, then involves the mandible, and then the pus enters into the sublingual and the submandibular space. So this is the infection which invades the submandibular space, and this is sublingual and the submandibular both. So this is called the Ludwig's angina. So what we have studied the collar stud abscess, we have studied the जो है आपका tuberculosis of the cervical spine, how the pus trickles from the cervical spines through the retropharyngeal space up into the superior mediastinum. Then we have studied the जो है आपका collar stud abscess, and then the Ludwig's angina. Dental infections. From the lower molar teeth, the infection spreads from the mandible into the submandibular and the masticatory spaces and then pushes the tongue forward and upward. Further spread downward may involve the visceral space and lead to edema of the vocal cords and airway obstruction. So this is the oral cavity. Okay, this is the mandible, this is the tooth in the mandible. So infection goes into the sublingual space. This is the mylohyoid muscle, and this is the submandibular space. Okay, and then it goes into the neck and causes the जो है आपका swelling of the जो है vocal cords and airway obstruction. Okay, when the vocal cords become swollen, it closes and causes the respiratory problem. So this is the buccal space. This is the buccinator muscle. This is the cheek. This is the buccal space. This is the oral cavity. This is the sublingual space. This is the submandibular space. So infection will go from the tooth. It will go to the buccal space. It will go and invade the sublingual space, submandibular space, and then into the neck, and जो है causes the inflammation of the vocal cords and larynx. So this is the buccinator. This is the buccal space. ठीक है, this is the mylohyoid, this is the sublingual space, this is the submandibular space, this is the mandible. ठीक है बेटा. So the infection will go into the buccal space, into the sublingual, into the submandibular. The dental infection is so dangerous. So this is again the tongue. ठीक है, this is the pus which is moving in some sublingual space or in the submandibular space. So this is the buccal space. Masticatory muscles are जो है and जो है infected, and the swelling occur in the masticatory muscles. Here in the swelling occur in the sublingual space. These are the teeth. This is the tongue. This is the sublingual, so this is the swelling in the sublingual space. This is all due to the tooth infection. Okay, this is in the submandibular space. Okay, beta. And this is the tooth, this is the mandible, this is the mandible, this is the buccal space, this is the sublingual space, this is the submandibular space, and this is the buccal space and masticatory muscles which are around the mandible. So this is how the tooth infection can cover the sublingual space, submandibular space, and also it invades the neck. So here what is showing, this is a prevertebral fascia, prevertebral fascia and buccopharyngeal fascia. So the pus will trickle downward through this retropharyngeal space and goes downward into the superior mediastinum. This is the retropharyngeal space. Okay, between the buccopharyngeal fascia and prevertebral fascia, this is a retropharyngeal space will go downward. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Peter. I'm sending you the presentation right now. This presentation contains the cervical plexus or the deep cervical fascia. Both lectures are in this presentation. So thank you so much.